What's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel once again. For today's name is Brand Bogai. I'm just here vlogging on from school right now, heading to the market. People are too busy going back to school just to run and do their own business right now this morning. And here is where our just people whom we are carrying people to other places, just traveling from here and there, guys. This is the place where they have meant for motorbikes in order for them to do their own business. You see, right now everyone is just rushing to school in order for her to do her studies, and yet there's another guy there is just taking her things in order for her to do her own business. Keep tuned, keep locked onto me, and let us progress the way we are just heading to the market right now. It's a chilly morning. I know some of the people they are just sleeping right now in other places like USA, South America, North America. There, it differs with the time and the period that you're gonna be watching this amazing video. At times, guys, you know, when we are just doing these such things, we are just passing through many of the problems here and there. We encounter some problems like yesterday. My project that I've already been started of just keeping some animals back at my home. I have just been gotten a phone call that my animals that felt sick, but I have just called a doctor to go and check out on what is just going on. The storm is not taking out the some of the waste products outside. It's only eating some food, but none of the waste products are just coming out. After all, I have not got any answer from the doctor if the animals are just trying to uncover herself, guys. But at this moment, there's someone who has just been come where I'm just trying to live in order to catch me and put me in prison so that I doesn't know what I have just done. He was just sending some of the DCIs and other many people to come and see if there's such things that I'm just doing, because some of the people they're just saying that I'm just romantic things, but I do accept what is just going on each and every day. At times, when I do work like this, seeing some of the people the way they're just progressing onto themselves and going back to school to learn, and I do always remember my own parents when they are just back at my home, the way they have just spent their all nights. Imagine just praying for me so that they can live safely and also assist them in their lifestyle. The way I always do try here and there in order to keep my parents to be as happy as they can, and the other people who are just coming to chase me out so that they can just put me in prison and other things too, so that I cannot continue doing such things into my life. At times, we have to pass some of the challenges that are just overcoming unto us in order for us to get where we are just dreaming to. When I see Ayamaro the way he's just progressing, at least I'm just feeling something in my heart. When I see at Davi Jr. the way he's just traveling here and there, also doing some progress onto her home, there's something that comes onto my heart, and I always do remember one day, one time, the way I do dream here and there, everything will be okay. Have you seen the guy around there? He's just a comrade, but he's just doing to the petrol station around here, doing her own business in order for her to upkeep her in her house, at least to buy something and eat. It was her, by the way. After everything has just been happened, let me stand around here. After everything has just been happened here and there, guys, I had to accept what was just going on. You know, when this guy have just come on to my house this morning, I had told them that what is wrong with you? What are you just trying to tell me in order for me to be caught in prison? But things were not popping as well as I was just expecting them to answer me. But the way things are just going, it's not good at all. Now, for me doing, imagine some of the videos here and there, which kind of an effect that they do bring when I'm just doing this kind of the videos. So at times, when the old people are just grown until they have died in some few days ago, some years ago, these phones were not there. Nowadays, people they have learned, they're also doing some meticulous things onto to their to the Instagram, maybe Instagram. Nowadays, people are doing things in TikTok and other many things. Whoever has just been working in this world, even the Europeans, were able to do this kind of the videos in order for them, at least they can just show some people what is just continuing on to this world. But after all, people that are just overthinking in what is just being done here in East Africa, Kenya, guys. At times, you're gonna see that someone is having 5 senses unto herself, but none of the things is just working unto her. Wherever you see some people walking, not everyone is just healthy unto her body, but things, and we have to accept what is just overcoming unto us each and every day. Last time, it was around this area, which I had just been planting some of the maize, which we call some of them cocks. In other places, they call them cocks. After all, the grandma came and started chasing me away from her garden. That's why am I planting some maize? They are doing well, and yet when they plant their own maize, they can't work the way they do expect. I'm sorry to say this, guys. Not everyone will feel happy each and every day when you are just progressing.
Because the country kuna shida big.
At times,
Let's get serious and pray for this country.
I do remember I left for the grandma, the maize. After all, I accepted what is just going on. But still, the grandma, until today's time, he still remember me. However, this is the place where I am. Looking at beautiful houses being built around here, guys. You see? This guy is just building this house in order for the comrades to come and live inside. Because he has just decided to build this house because they are nearer the school where we are just learning to. He has always been calmed and poured another stones here. And there's another some of the bricks there of the same kind like this one, which he gonna be capable of just using to raise her house within some few days, which he is around here. He knows we will just compensate the money that he or she has already been used constructing these certain houses. When I always see kind of houses like this one, I do admire. I know one time my dream gonna be capable of to work out. Keep it tuned, keep it locked for a few moments, guys. Oh my living God. Guys, I was just off camera, and when I was just talking with my friend, You know, some people, they doesn't want to be seen in a camera. I have to talk them behind the camera so that I gonna know what is just thinking of, guys. If just trying to tell me it's just okay, I have just been to visit her where you have just seen some of the rentals, and that's where I've just come from. I'm now heading to I'm just passing through the corridor, heading to vlog on this other side. And these are some of the good plantation. They are just doing well around this place. Can be able to see all over here are some of the maize which they have just been grown. They always use something that we call DK. They always use something that we call DK around here. And also there are some of the veggies like sweet potatoes around here. You're gonna be able to see. These are some of the sweet potatoes they plant in different kinds way. Gonna be able to see all over here. They have just taken a small portion in order for them to plant some sweet potatoes. On other side, you're gonna be able to see the maize are just departing the road to leave it on the middle, in order someone can pass to the other end far away, where you're gonna see a house. There's a house which is just being built around here. It has just been covered with some of the iron sheets and other many things, guys. Let us vlog and see the progress of people around here. Oh my goodness, I'm ready to pass away. These are some of the flowers which have just been planted to rotate around this house. You see, these are toilets of this guy, and behind it there's some of the maize plantation which has just been fenced with a barbed wire for not for some of the cows to come and pass and go and destroy some of the maize inside here. We have an Aberdeener here, one of the Aberdeener of selling, although it's just a comrade, has already been gone to school, has not been come to open her own business right now. These are some of the other rentals which people that are really trying to live around here. You're gonna be able to see, guys, all over. Oh, the rentals that they were just being called Imebo. They were just being called Imebo, and you're gonna be able to see Roma residents. That they are also kind of the same kind. You're gonna be able to see the huge gate around here. Behind it, in the middle here, you have some vegetables and some wheat plantation. Gonna be able to see this is a small kitchen garden around here, and this is the millet. And here is where they are just throwing their dustbin around here. Guys, be part of my journey. Let's see. There's a construction which is just being taken place around inside here. There's a big construction. You're gonna be able to see some of the metals that have just been stand up. It's like they need to build a little bit. We call it Gorofa, huge house. The maize, they have just started putting some cocks around here in the village. This is the good progress of maize that we do have around here, guys. These are some of the kind of the cocks that we are just talking. You're gonna be able to see having good hairy. You see? Still here, guys. Gonna compare the other maize around here and the other maize around here. You know, guys, you're gonna tell me in the comment section, what do other people think about other people's life in this world? When you start doing some of the progress onto yourself, like plantation of the beans here, When someone here in the village has seen your beans have just been doing well onto the garden, or some of the good groundnuts that are just doing well here in the garden, and her own garden is not doing as well as good as we do think. Why do people start talking that we are using this, we are using this? Why won't they use some of the fertilizers in order for them not to see if things they will not pop the way they are in need of, guys? I do wonder what is just being taken here in East Africa, Kenya. Like all over here, you're gonna see other people there that are just working because of the rentals which are around here. And these are some of the other rentals which are around here, guys. All over here, all over this place here, guys. It has just been accommodated with some of the people who are just building their rentals in order for them to at least earn a living or to get a little bit some money. We have some of the boosters you're gonna not be able to see. We have booster like that one, but it's not be capable to be seen. Oh my goodness. But still, you're gonna be capable of just seeing it. Niaje man? Niko poa. Naona ni kazi. Hivyo ni poa bwana. I'm just trying to tell her that it's good to work and also to get her own living here and there, guys. You're gonna be able to see they are just doing plastering around to these houses in order to make them to be as beautiful as they can. You know, when something is good, everyone needs to come and look at it. Whoever comes and view the house, he will be always feel happy. But the way I'm seeing, they are just using like 1.5 inch when they are just plastering around this place. But maybe when I will be building my dream house, I will be careful on what I'm just doing. Although even I'm just taking habari ya asubuhi. Wako Bumulamu? Ibe? Nako Bumulamu? I'm just trying to talk the language, such kind of a language around here. You know, when I talk such kind of a language, they always transfer to their own language and then they answer me, guys. That's why I do feel happy, guys. What? Look, guys. The village vlogs. Look. These are some of the good plantation of maize which are just being looked around here. Oh my living. This is the pathway that I do use. Wherever we go, we see a house. Habari ya asubuhi. Wherever we go, we see some houses, guys. People are just accommodated to these houses. And all over here are the comrades which are just, whom are just accommodated here, guys. Let's see. People rushing to school. Everyone is in her own business. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. Be part of my journey. Wherever we are just going, guys. This is the pathway to school, and this another route which I'm just using in order for me to reach where I'm just living to. The only Maram road where some motorbikes, some vehicles, they are just passing through in order for them to reach at their destination. Even wherever, when I will be facing this way, the business is just taking place around the road, but yet I'm just heading to the place where I'm just living to. Let me see in the comment section what you think about. Niaje? Niaje. Around here, there's some of the napier grasses being planted for the cows. Some other rentals being built each and every day. Let's see. Some maize plantation alongside the road. Some good bananas being planted alongside the road, removing huge fruits. These are some of the wastages of bananas which they have already been removed in the garden. The only pathway that you're gonna be able to do according to when you're just heading to your house, and the signpost around the roads which makes you to know what is just happening around here. Like here is a cyber. You know, we have a cyber cave and a cyber its own self. Now it depends which kind of a thing that you need to be helped with. I've met one of my friend. He's just having some a little bit some cows, but just heading somewhere. You know, like here, let me say, you're gonna be able to see. This is Bungoma County. It's just having HE, the governor, Hona Kenneth M. Lusaka, and we have MCA West Nalondo Ward. It's called Honorable Wanda Busi. You're gonna be able to see how you can pronounce your name. When these people here in East Africa, Kenya, when they do not do such kind of things, they can't be capable of just being recognized and being known around this place. When it will just reach at a time when the politicians, they need their own votes, they will start coming and doing some of the roads around here. But right now, you're gonna see the roads are very bushy around here. But when it will reach on 2027, they will start to bring some heavy vehicle machines to come and do or repair some of the roads like this one. You will not be capable of just seeing around here some of these grasses. Even the houses that are nearer by the road, even people they do beg in order for them they can be had, so that the houses they cannot be demolished from nearer by the road. At times, people they do search for their votes when times has already been reached that this is the point where I need, because imagine if our own president here in East Africa, Kenya, has a job, he has a job, and yet still is just looking for a job, because we are the one whom we are just electing some leaders, and we have to elect our leaders very as careful as we can. We know even the guy, if he could not be able to return back to his seat, he has to do her own things up and downs in order for her to return back to her seat. Even if at our home at Tanzania, our mom did not pass for sure, but after all, our mom has just used his energy and amount of a little bit some money in order for her to return in a seat that he was before our late Makufuri has just died. Nyerere said that people whom are just living here in Africa, whoever they not see what is just happening, they will always be suffer each and every day. See guys, some of the posters that are just being putted around there. Better someone to pay another guy in order for her to put her own poster, but not even to assist some of the, we have some of the widows around here guys, who do not have even their men, even their parents, they passed away some years ago, but still they do not look about that. I assure you guys, I assure you, the roads that you are just seeing that now bushy around here, when it will reach time, they will come and do the way things are just being supposed to be done necessary. They just come and just trying to lie that, oh, you know what, you know what, I'm just going to put here a tarmac road. I'm just going to make sure that people are just going to school to learn. I'm just going to make sure that the produce of the fertilizers are just being coming around here. And imagine people, they accept what is just being said unto them. Imagine promoting such kind of a guy like this one, having a little bit of shop for her to progress, but it brings some curious onto other people's, guys. You see, all over here, the road now is just becoming as narrow as it can. Even when the motorbike, they pass all some vehicles around here, almost some children whom are just going back to school, learning to their studies, they are almost to be injured around here. You're going to be able to see even in front of us. That is a kind of a parent having her own child. Imagine have to walk with her child. He can't be able to leave her child behind because the motorbike gonna be speed with her, and yet there is none above whom gonna be there to assist her. You see, I'm still in the village vlog. I'm still in the village vlogging what is just being found around. All over here, I'm in Aluya land. Hey, yeah. Oh my living. See, these are some of the plantation around here. Even on the other side, can be able to see. Very meticulous, guys. Very meticulous. What? Things are just coming live and clear from East Africa, Kenya, from I am Marwa at Villa Merijin at Nyabohansi. But still, doesn't know what you're gonna be popping out with. These are some of the good cows. You have a calf, which is just this a calf and a cow and its calf. They are just trying to eat some napier grasses around here. You have some of the good bananas. This are eating banana, guys. Cooking banana. Let me say this is a cooking banana. Oh my living God. People are just trying to wonder, guys, what am I just trying to do? What is this? But I am in my own business, guys. This morning, I'm learning that everyone here in East Africa, Kenya, is just trying to plant such kind of a tree here in this kind of a tree here around the garden. It has just been grown huge. See, from down, coming up, guys, coming upwards, guys. But still, this guy will be harvesting this kind of a tree as firewood, timbers, and other many things. This guy has just been done inside here what we call mixed plantation. Mixed plantation. We have some of huge trees that are not affecting some of maize. Inside of it, we have also what we call bananas. These are some of the bananas which we are just calling. These are some of the bananas which are just inside here. Gonna be able to see these are some of the other trees, another kinds of trees. They have just grown huge towards downwards. Let's see. You're still vlogging, guys. Remember that this is a home of someone. He's just planted good flowers and having a little bit some forest, which is kind of pine trees, cedar trees, and other kind of many trees which are mixed inside to produce such kinds of timbers. Now, reaching at this point, you're just seeing that these trees, they have just been separated with a barbed wire. It seems that these are another person's trees going downwards. On the upper section here, you're going to be able to see this barbed wire which is just passing between here. Is another section of another person's tree. Here, you're going to tell me what kind of a tree. And this tree also is a medicine. It is just being used when you are just coughing out. You are just putting onto your nose, inhaling it, and then the brain detects what is just being taken here and there, and also it makes you to at least to be healed. I told you that there is some of heavy machines which are just passing. See, in between the road, the space that is just this kind of a heavy machine is just being accommodated. You're gonna be able to see, and then you leave a child walking to her own self, guys. You're gonna be able to see, and this is what is always happening around here. Around the barbed wire, the guy has just tried to leave a little bit some spaces around here, around 1 inch, that none above gonna be able to trespass to come inside here to do her own things, like cutting trees, like even putting such things that are not killers, bring some cows inside. Even a dog to pass has to train her own self. Almost to reach where I'm just leaving to. Almost to reach. I'm just now almost to head. I need like around some few minutes now. I head to